guys, my name's Carl. Welcome to another episode of Vital Bites. Today's episode, what I'm going to actually explain to you is a bit about stretching, the importance of stretching, and you should make time to do stretching because you need to stretch muscles out of being used regularly, especially when you've got tight hamstrings, pecs, quadriceps and back muscles and other muscles around your body that need to be stretched. I'm a big believer on there. I wasn't a long time ago. I always thought about lifting weights, nothing else. But the end result is you're shortening all the time when you keep lifting, and you need to lengthen and stretch muscle groups that are always continuous being used. I also do yoga. If you guys are not aware of it, I'm a regular fan of yoga because it's a great movement for stretching and just taking that time just to calm out. It's not all about go, go, go. Sometimes you need that relief time. The other thing too is I'm a Pilates instructor too, and Pilates is great for working the core and working your body and working muscle groups and balancing them out also. So what I'm going to do for you today, I've got two different things here. I've got a normal strap, like a yoga strap, which is a fixed strap. It doesn't flex or anything. Then I've got another one that's a bit of a rubber band. So we're going to use both of these. I'm just going to show you some simple exercises that I really believe that you should add into your workouts, or make the time after your workout to spend maybe 10 minutes. If you spend all that hard work in there, why not spend 10 minutes of just stretching everything out and loosening everything out after you've given it a massive workout, because it's going to make benefits and relieve areas that are really tight in your body. So the first one we're going to do, say for instance I've worked my pecs, I've worked the side here, I've worked all the top. So I just want to do basic exercise. I'll show you some on the floor that we can do for the pecs, and I'll show you some standing up, then I'll show you some with the band. So we'll go to the floor. Now, I've really worked the side of the chest. It's really been worked. So what I want to try and do is get my arm into the side of here and really lean down into the muscle group. Okay, once I've leant in there, I can actually feel it in the side of the pectoral major. So remember, give time for this to happen. For these purposes, I'm not spending minutes and minutes, but normally I would suggest once you get into the pose or into the stretch, spend at least a minute or two just to lie there and let the muscle keep lengthening and lengthening for a period of time. So for this benefit only, I'm just showing you on a short period. The muscle. So you've done that side. I've done a couple of minutes on that side, so I'm going to go to the opposite side. The same thing, lengthen that out right to the side, turn your head. Okay, and I can definitely feel that in the side of the pectoral major. Okay. Importance of stretching can mean the importance of not causing an injury either. After stretching, after workouts competitively or consistently over periods of time and longer, they end up finding that the muscle group will improve and become better each time. Plus your workout will be better too because the healing process is going to be quicker. That's it. Okay, so that's a floor one. So I'm going to come up against the board there, which is up here. And I want to stretch the side here. So what I can actually do on this one here is to open a little bit more, is to go next to the side of the board and of the bench of a wall and turn the arm outwards with the palms facing to the wall and stretch straight forward. And that way I can open the pecs, bring the arm to this side, and I can feel that side of that pec being stretched, and that's where you want to stretch it. So use different positions, same with doing weights. Different movements, different positions work and stretch the muscle group better. That's it. And we'll turn around to the other side, do the same thing. So we're just turning into that side and get a big stretch. Excellent. Okay. So we'll bring the band into it now. So we'll chuck the band over the top there. Most gyms will have these bands. If not, grab one for yourself because they are good. We've got a band for it. So we've got this kind here. So what we're going to do with this one here is basically go over. So we're going to hold the arms up, okay? Might feel funny at the front, but it's going to actually pull the chest upwards. So what I'm doing is holding the arms, say shoulder bit apart, going forward a bit, and really pushing forward on that front leg. Now I can feel the chest being pulled right underneath. That's what you want it to do. Remember, you're doing different positions here on your chest. So you're just holding that resistance for a little bit. and letting everything stretch out. So you might have a bit of shaking in the arms, which is normal, but just hold that stretch. Okay, you'll definitely feel better after you've stretched everything out. Okay, beautiful. So there's 3 movements there. You've got the one on the floor where you start doing left and right. You've got the one on the wall, and you've got the one with the rear band, okay? Now, say for instance, I've got a back. So say you've done a bit of back stuff. Because I've got this up there for this reason, we can do the same thing. So what we would do with this one is grab one single arm. We would sit backwards and pull that band a little bit and feel the posterior delt and the lats being pulled. So the resistance is trying to pull us, and we're just holding that resistance and sitting back. So I can get a nice big stretch in the back here at the same time. So if you've worked a few muscle groups or you've done it and you've got already the band up there, use it and utilise it for other muscle groups if they're tight. That's it. The same to the other side. So remember, sit back on that knee and lean that buttocks back into the back of the heel. And you feel that your arm's being pulled and it's stretching that lat out. That's it. Okay, so bit on the back, bit on the chest. Okay, your legs are tight, okay? Hamstrings. All right, so we've got the straight band here. We're gonna lie straight on the floor in this motion here. Now this band here is good because you can use it either way. We use it on the top of the foot here to bring the leg up nice and straight, and then we pull downwards, okay? Depending on your flexibility, go where you're flexible. But again, try not to keep the knee bent, keep it straight. If you keep it straight, you will feel the back rear of the hamstrings being stretched. Okay, I'll show you another one for the quadriceps in a second. So you've really got that one. Try and keep your head down. So I'll show you a couple of movements on this one while you've got this belt around your foot. Okay. So you've really got that one. Now what you do is take your left hand out, drop that side down, and open the hip flexors. So you try and get a nice big stretch in the hip flexors. These are basically all areas, especially guys really suffer with hamstring tightness and flexibility in their hip flexors, so it's a good thing to stretch them out. Plus it'll improve your workouts immensely. That's it. And then we come straight up again. Swap that leg over for the other one. Sometimes you have one leg more stronger, more flexible than the other one. It's normal. That's it, so try and keep that leg nice and straight. That's it, reach up. Okay, both arms. So we just drop it out. Try and keep that leg nice and straight too as you drop down. That's it, open that hip flexor up. Hip flexors get very tight on a lot of occasions. Same with hamstrings. That's it, and while we're up here, we can do both legs. So both up there, nicely, that's it. Stretch both up, the longer you can go, the higher you can go, the better. That's it, reach up, try and keep those legs nice and straight. Excellent, good. So that's a couple of ideas with those. Obviously you've got your free ones here where you can put the single leg in there, push it out for the hamstring. That's it, to try and open that hip flexor, so you can do it that way too, singly, from the left to the right, with that one too. Okay, so you can do them without the bands while you're there, so incorporate those as you're going with the single stuff. Same with your back, you've got your back cat stretch too, where you sit on your back of your heels with your bum, stretch your arms out, wriggle them out, and give your back a nice big stretch too. Okay, so they're basically a couple of movements that you can use, guys, and I'm quite sure they will help you. Be inventive again with the bands and everything, have a look at them. There's a 1-2 where you can do the rear of the shoulder too, by standing back with one arm, fronting that way. You can do it that way with the band, you can do it reverse. There's a couple of different areas that you can do. There's no wrong way to stretch as long as it's not being put in a location where it feels like it's popping out. As long as it's stretching the muscle and you can feel it being stretched, because you'll soon know if that's particularly hitting that area that it will stretch it. But hopefully at the end of the day these help you guys, and make sure that you do incorporate it into your workouts, because sometimes we neglect the importance of stretching, and stretching can mean better flexibility, better workouts, better recovery and less injury, and that's the whole idea of my channel, is to try and better your workouts and improve them, and that's exactly why I get a better workout, because I have these extra things in there that are needed to be added in there. But until next time guys, remember, as I always say, go hard and achieve.